Hi everyone. Hi, I'm testing right now this microphone because this one's a piece of shit, and I bought these headphones, these wireless headphones, so I can move around. Yeah, yeah. So, as I said in the last video, I was in an interview in a radio show called Radio Aga, and I just want to talk about it a little bit, since that's like my first time being on the radio. It's actually my second time, but the first time that I got interviewed for the radio, which was like fucking an experience. So this video that you're seeing right now, I'll be talking about why this interview happened, a bit what happened in it, and then I'm just gonna show you the interview, everything besides the end, because the last 20 minutes is basically my video, the songs that I listened to part 2. So at that point I'm gonna cut it off and basically end the video. Let's just start with why did this happen. So as you can remember, I did not edit part 3 of songs that I listened to in 2019. I gave that to Alex, a good friend of mine, and he's a very good editor. He did an amazing job. And while he was editing, his mom saw what he was editing, and basically his mom works for a radio station also called Radio Aga. She saw what he was editing. She saw the whole concept of that series and decided, hey, do you want to make an interview out of this? I agreed, and I was down. I was like, yeah, sure. Just like an opportunity that comes once in a lifetime, basically. I was very much excited. We just said, okay, when should we do it? And we settled down on doing it via phone. So yeah, that happened. The next day, she told me in the morning, yeah, can you just listen to some local music or in this website right here? I was like, alright, okay, no problem. Just because I didn't know a lot of local singers, and I still don't know, let's say, that many. I know those right now that I listen to from that website, and I know a couple that are like in my friend group. So basically, I didn't know a lot, so I went there and listened to a lot of stuff, and then in the afternoon we did the interview, and I was so fucking nervous. It started with just like, how's the experience? Was it good for you? Has it done some good stuff for you? We then went on to also my life in a way, so basically how I came here to Luxembourg. Then at the end, it's talking about the Luxembourgish side of music. So basically, that's about it. I'll end my resume here just because I could go more in detail, but then I will tell too much about everything. The only thing that I think I'm gonna do that has to do with editing is the songs that come in between certain parts. I'm gonna take those out just because I don't want to get copyright striked. But besides that, have fun, and yeah.
Now that we're back from running around all over the Gutland, this part of Luxembourg, let's hear from Pedro Vieira Pais and learn about his YouTube channel.
So, Pedro, I wanted to call you and talk to you because, as it turns out, my son is working editing something, and you came to my attention because you actually are doing a YouTube channel about music and reviewing music. How long have you been doing that?
So I had the idea of starting the YouTube channel for a long time. The YouTube channel is like me reviewing or telling about songs that I've listened to in a certain month. But I want to do other stuff too, but right now it's just that. I came up with the idea of doing that in 2018, in December, I told myself I want to do something next year for the whole year. There are people who say, yeah, I'm going to go to the gym or so. I said to myself, I want to listen to more music. I want to break a little bit of my music bubble that I'm in. I want to reach out to more stuff. So I started writing on a paper every single new song that I heard. I gave myself also the challenge of listening to one new album every month. And yeah, I did that last year, and this year I'm still doing it. And I had the idea of starting a channel and just basically making videos of me talking about certain songs, of also me talking about that list, because I like YouTube. I like recording myself in front of a camera. I like this whole idea that I also created.
Has it made a difference in your life? Do you think that has it enriched your life by trying other musical genres?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, for sure. There's so much stuff right now that I listen to that I didn't even know existed. Like I've reached out to different genres, like noise rock is a sub-genre from rock with a lot of noise. One of my favorite records of all time is the noise rock album by Daughters, You Won't Get What You Want.
Mm-hmm.
It's very touching, emotional, but you have to be in the mood for it because it's like it screams a lot into your ears. But also opening that bubble, I got to know new bands. Like one of my favorites right now, Car Seat Headrest, which is an indie band, indie rock alternative band. Also, their album Twin Fantasy has stuck to me till this day. I've almost listened to it every day. It has changed my life for the better, I'd say.
Tell me again, which one do you listen to almost every day?
Car Seat Headrest, Twin Fantasy.
All right, I'm going to have to play that.
My favorite song of that album is Bodies. It's just, I decided one day, I seen this record on the side, and it's a very high rated. So why not try it out? Let's listen to one song. And the first song that I saw when I wrote the name on YouTube was Bodies. And after those 6 minutes, I was just like, okay, I got to listen to this again. My mind was just completely blown away.
Well, let's listen to it now, and then we'll talk afterwards, okay? Do you think that how would you describe it? Is this noise rock?
No, this is more, I'd say this is rock alternative. This song specifically has a lot of dancey vibes, or at least for me. I'd say it's not for everyone, but I at least love it. It's so catchy. I don't even have a lot of words to say about that song. It's just,
let's
for me, fantastic.
Let's let the song speak for itself, and afterwards I want to ask you a little bit more about yourself. So let's listen to the song now, and we'll talk afterwards. Okay, Pedro. I wanted to ask you, that was a song that blew your mind and that you're still listening to every day. But I wanted to ask you a little bit about yourself. You're a high school student here in Luxembourg.
Yes, I am.
Have you grown up here?
I was born in Portugal, in the town Viseu. It's north center of Portugal, and I moved here to Luxembourg at the age of 7, almost 8, so in 2010. And so, most of my life I spent here in Luxembourg.
Was it difficult when you came here at that age to go to the regular Luxembourg school? Was it difficult for you to learn the languages and to make friends?
I'll say it was. Well, adapting to Luxembourg was easier for me than for my parents, for example, because I came here at a very early age. So I had the fortune of also learning the language and also, I'd say, almost mastering it. For example, my parents don't know how to speak the language, Luxembourgish. My dad, knows a few words, allo, bien, merci, adi, but just those, he couldn't, if I tried to do a conversation with him in Luxembourg, she wouldn't make past moyen. Same goes for my mother. She is also not very good in French, even though I'd say she's not very good in French, but she does an amazing job every day with every person that she works with that isn't a Portuguese speaker. But I also had the luck that I have cousins here in Luxembourg who live here down the street. So whenever I needed help, and also when I came here, I got a lot of help from them, adapting to the language. And I remember that I came here without knowing anything, and a couple weeks not even months later, I was already talking with my cousins in Luxembourgish all the time. And even a couple weeks back, my mom was like, I don't know how that happened, because that was so quick. We don't even remember when the switch happened from us speaking Portuguese to us speaking Luxembourgish.
But I think you have a natural affinity also for languages. You're one of my son's friends. That's how I met you. And then through my son, I found out that you were doing this YouTube channel. And we speak English at home, but I was surprised that your level of English was really good, not coming from a parent. One of your parents is not English speaking, so I thought that was really cool. And you've decided to do your YouTube channel in English?
Yeah. So basically, English was also, I kind of had, I was lucky in Portugal because my school in first and second grade, we had already English classes.
Okay.
So when I came over here, I just continued watching YouTube videos in English, listening to songs in English also. And then in seventh grade, there wasn't anything, but eighth grade we had English in school. And then, in 10th grade, I had the luck of meeting Alexander and then Alex. I'd speak with them basically only English and nothing else.
Well, when I saw that you were making this YouTube channel about music, you probably don't listen to my radio show, but my radio show is mostly talk. I do play songs that are always related to the theme, and I have a lot of fun, like you, discovering new music. For example, if I was doing a show about cooking, the songs would be about food. Or, if I do a thing about castles, I look for songs about castles. And in this way, you can find some really unusual things that there would be no way in my life I would have found them before had I not been searching for a theme. So it's been, throughout the years, it's been a wonderful chance to discover stuff. But when I found that you were doing this, I thought, it would be a chance for us both to have a break. In mine, in the sense that I would like to use one of your shows that you produced and play it on air, and also so it gives me a break that you've produced some of the content for tonight's show, and the other chance would be for you to have a break that people might have heard your name and find your YouTube channel. What name do you go by? How do you find Pedro? How do you find your stuff on YouTube?
So on YouTube, I go by Delpea, so Delpa. I know it's a dumb name, but it's just, I was playing a game once, and every time you play a game, you gotta enter a name. I wanted to enter Delpus, so idiot, and then I miswrote it, and I was like, oh, this is actually a cool name.
Spell it again. Spell it again. How do you say it again?
The YouTube name or the...
Yeah, YouTube name.
Delpea. I just say Delpea.
They just have to be able to find you if they're looking on YouTube to find what you do. Now, I just saw a little bit of one of the three that you've made to date, or two that you've made, and you're working on the third one. Do you review music that's new to you, and it could be old, or do you review only new music? I mean, would you, like, let's say you never listened to the Counting Crows. I mean, do you just listen to new music?
So I wouldn't say I would review. I wouldn't call myself a reviewer, but what I do, yeah, I kind of do. But most of my time I spend also on a page called Album of the Year, or AOTY.org, and there's a lot of songs, albums, just everything related to music there that you can rate. And sometimes I just spend like a couple minutes there and see, oh, this is a song that's highly rated. Let's listen to it. So sometimes I just go on that site and search for something. Sometimes I just see on Spotify that something came out. I wouldn't, well, if I see that something new came up in like hip hop, like a new hip hop record, then I would think, okay, should I listen to it? Yes or no? I like hip hop, but am I in the mood for that right now? So it varies a bit how I look for certain songs. Sometimes I also watch YouTube, and then I see the YouTubers talking about a certain song, or also reviewing certain song. Like Anthony Fantano is a music reviewer. He reviews a lot of records. So sometimes I watch his videos and then, okay, let me listen to this song or this record. So it depends how I decide.
One thing I thought was interesting when I saw another a music reviewer on YouTube was that, and also in your case, you don't play the music. So you talk about a song, but you don't play the music. Is that because you don't have the rights to play the music on YouTube?
Yeah, I don't have the rights. I don't want to get copyright striked
right.
YouTube. I don't want to have any legal problems.
So if somebody listens to you and you say that it's an amazing song, then you just have to go online yourself and listen to it on YouTube or find it on Spotify or buy it on iTunes or however you get your music. So you lead the way, but you can't listen to the music yourself. I also wanted to ask you, from the little bit I heard and saw from your video, you weren't doing local music. So I asked you for tonight's show if you could look at the rotonde.lu website, where you could hear all of the performers who took part in the Congé Annulé festival. Did you go on the site and did you find anything that you particularly liked? Did you record any of your impressions?
I didn't record anything, but I, for some of them, actually wrote like one note or something down. I listened to 1, 2, 3 of them, and then I also searched for just in Google. On Google, Luxembourg band, and found another one. I listened to Klein, Hannah Ida, Partly Delicate, and the other band that I searched on Google, 7 Days on Fire.
What was your impression?
I just want to see where I should start. I think I'll start with Partly Delicate. I first of all heard this song from this year, from top to toe, sorry, and it has 1,000 views on YouTube, or 1,900. I'm not sure, but it sounded really, really good. Like for that amount of views, it sounded like it should be played on radio. It was really high quality. It was really good. I really enjoyed that one. I then went on to listen to Post-Gloss Doubts by him, which I also really liked. And then his, I think, most famous song, A Little Less Home. I got a little bit of Ed Sheeran vibes with it being acoustic guitar style. I'm not a particular fan of Ed Sheeran. Sometimes I don't mind Ed Sheeran's music, but everyone has a different taste. and that one I found to be okay. It wasn't
I
terrible.
love acoustic guitar. I love acoustic guitar. I don't think that a lot of people who play acoustic guitar sound like Ed Sheeran necessarily, you know.
Yeah.
But I have played Bartleby on the radio, and I'll play him again now so people have an idea of what you're talking about. I'm talking to you about your music preferences and things that you like, and I ask you to listen to some local music before we get on to play one of your YouTube videos. Who else did you listen to from Luxembourg?
So I also listened to Hannah Ida, Whitebird, her song Whitebird. It's also an acoustic song, so her only with the guitar. And I actually like that one. It was, let's say, cute. It's another one I found was Klein, Tallinn. This one's, instrumental rock, so there's no actual singing in this one. It's a 7-minute song, and
when you went on the Congé Annulé site, I suppose these were for you new discoveries, like you enjoy making. So you must have listened to several new groups that you hadn't heard before. So overall, did you think that it was a good lineup for a festival that took place in Luxembourg City this month?
If someone wants to know local bands and wants to support smaller artists, this is actually pretty good.
Well, I'm glad that you discovered the Congé Annulé page, and for the rest of you can go to roton.lu and you can see this page. I don't know how long it will be up, that you can click on all of the artists who participated and you can hear one of their songs. So, like Pedro, if you like discovering new music, that's an opportunity for you to do so. And it's really fun to bring, especially now after we've been, isolated, and we still can't hold public events like we used to, at an outdoor space where you can go and safely listen to music and hang out with people, taking a distance from one another. I think it was a pretty cool idea. I wanted just to encourage you in doing what you're doing. What are your goals after high school? Do you want to go into radio, music? What kind of thing are you looking for?
What I want to do later in life is being an English teacher, if everything goes right. So, if possible, also study a year here in the university here in Luxembourg, and then go abroad to either, to an English-speaking country. I don't know which one. I heard from a lot of people, like England, from others, the U.S. I heard from the uncle of my cousin, from him, Canada. So I don't know, but my what I'm aiming right now is studying to be an English teacher here in Luxembourg.
I think it's a wonderful career. And maybe you can look at song lyrics and discuss things like that as an English teacher. There's a lot of poetry and a lot of good writing and songs, too. Well, I wish you all the best, and thank you for letting me play one of your shows this evening and talk to me about music.
And now, here's Pedro doing his stuff.
Hi and welcome to a new video here on my... Like I said at the beginning, at this point, it's just my video, the whole thing, the whole 20 minutes. Which I kind of found funny because I knew Alex told me, or is it okay if we use some clips of this video? I was like, yeah, sure. It's perfectly fine. I have no problems at all. And then I just found it funny when I heard everything from the video. I was like, oh, so the next 20 minutes will be just me talking. I kind of found that funny. I don't have any words besides thank you very much for letting me do it. I didn't even say thank you on the show, like ending the show. I didn't even say thank you very much for inviting me. I completely forgot. I was so nervous during the show, and I was so nervous during listening to the interview here at home, just because my parents were with me. Listening to everything. So I'll say it now. Thank you very much for inviting me to do this interview. I never really did this, but thank you also very much for watching. Thank you very much, Radio Ara, for the invitation. and I'll see you in the next episode.